On this week's show, there's an explosion on a roller coaster. Jimmy Tarbuck teaches us how to use the microwave.
And I have.
We delve into the gaming history of Sharp Corporation. And I jump on somebody's jet ski. Oh, hello, it's me! It's Jace at Retrogames! Oh, a little slap there. Hello! Sorry if you don't like that intro. I do think that intro has started putting people off. I'm always having a little bit of a sulk, worrying about my traffic, putting out shorts, trying to get the numbers up, trying to get more of you interacting with the show. And maybe it's that as soon as they see me go, they turn off. I don't know if I can blame them. I don't blame them, it's annoying. But anyway, welcome to What's on the Table. Now, What's on the Table, it's a strange show, isn't it? It's the sequel to our previous show. So our previous show to this was What's New at Retrogames this week. That was our show. This is the sequel. The show's always the same. That was the sequel to What's in the Box. Yeah, why? You miss that. You miss it, don't you? What's in the Box, which was exactly the same show, but I took things out of a box. But apparently there was loads of people with shows What's in the Box, so I changed it to What's on the Table. And I don't know why. But yeah, the show has always been the same. This is the fourth year of making shows. If you are new to the channel and you enjoy this, I mean, are you mad? You really enjoy this? Then there is so much more content to go back over. Now, I'm not going to dwell on how hot it is. It's hot, isn't it? It's hot here. It's hot in the UK this week. I'm not going to dwell on the mundane. We're collectors. We want to see rare games, and I've got some nice treats for you. So what is on this ruddy table?
What's on the table?
Computer, it is finally on the show. A new computer we haven't had on before. It is a Sharp MZ700.
Retro Facts.
Founded in 1915 by Takuji Hayakawa, he called the company Sharp to sell his own innovative invention, a twisting mechanical pencil. For decades, the company developed this and other products like snap-shut belt buckles, but by the 1940s, Sharp's focus was turned to the sciences and burgeoning technologies. First, there were radios. Then in 1952, Sharp released Japan's first mass-market television set. By the 1960s, they started to develop light-emitting diodes, or LEDs, into the familiar lights we know today. While they didn't invent them, Sharp were the first company to develop microwave technology into ovens for public consumption, releasing the first ever domestic models way back in 1962.
Everything I wanted to cook was rock solid. Now here's the answer from the Sharp 7240. A microwave that defrosts automatically. Just select the recipe you want, enter the weight, and you can do the whole thing in minutes. Even an idiot can learn to defrost. And I have.
Slightly more relevant to gaming was their research into calculators, resulting in the 1964 CS10A Compet, the world's first all-transistor desktop calculator. Weighing in at 25 kilos and with a price tag of £500,000 yen, that's almost £13,000 today. In 1973, just a decade of development later, Sharp released the EL805, the world's first pocket calculator with an LCD screen. A development race between Sharp and Casio ensued, bringing with it a golden age of handheld innovation. This included a range of handheld computers, many highly collectible today. In 1978, Sharp introduced the MZ80L, a Z80-based desktop computer with 20k of RAM and a built-in monitor and cassette deck. A rival to the Commodore PET, it sold reasonably well in Japan, but also had a European release, spawning some incredibly rare games. Sharp's upgraded MZ700 model added colour graphics and was released in the UK in October 1983, priced at a reasonable £250. Sadly, the format struggled against fierce competition, but Sharp did not give up. The MZ800 improved the resolution and added a Texas Instruments sound chip. Terrible sales meant 1984's desirable MZ1500, featuring a bespoke quick disk drive, never received a release outside of Japan. In 1986, Sharp persuaded Nintendo to license the Famicom, combining the console and its external disk system into the Famicom Twin. Sharp's last computer aimed at home users was the 16-bit X68000, featuring a 10 MHz Motorola CPU and 1 MB of RAM. It gained loyalty from top games producers like Konami, Capcom and Sega, leaving a legacy of super rare arcade titles to find. Over recent decades, Sharp has retained its position as a highly trusted manufacturer of domestic appliances.
A music machine that can actually play both sides of a record without turning it over. A portable video that's so small and simple even a child could use it. And with a cassette adapter you can play it back on standard VHS.
It was the first company to retail a no-glasses 3D monitor, and more recently invented 8K displays. Today, despite the 2016 purchase of the Sharp Corporation by Foxconn, manufacturers of the iPhone, the company continues to develop innovative technology. We've had the games on before, but we've never shown the computer, and what a huge thing. It looks like an electric typewriter. I will give you that, it does. Let's get it on the big screen. It is heavy. But yeah, it's got a full keyboard. I mean, that is quality. That is a quality keyboard. You've got 5 function buttons. You've got the cursors over this side, and you've got a couple of loading buttons. I think there. No, insert and delete. But like your favourite Amstrad abhorrent machines, it has a built-in cassette deck. It has a built-in cassette deck. With a counter and everything. Yeah, so that, I mean, Amstrad basically ripped off Sharp. There's the back. We've got some ports there, some input-output bus, printer bus. You can tell the quality because they've got little metal plates to cover them up. We've got an RGB out, we've got video out. It's loads of options. It is a great fun machine, and yes, it does fully work. We played it. And I even caught a little bit of video because I couldn't get any way for me to get this direct onto the screen, so I filmed it manually. Check this out. Soak in that CRT goodness. It is a Space Invaders game, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's big graphics, but it's fast, isn't it? It's fast, it's playable. What more do you need?
You get me, fam. What is on the table?
Who's in the mood for a rare game? Yeah, me too. What about this? This is for the Commodore Amiga. Yeah, that's 16-bit. The Intact by Sphinx Software. Who's ever heard of it? It's from 1989, so it's pretty early in the Amiga's journey. Most of us were still playing our Spectrums and Commodores back then. Check out the screenshots. It is a space shooter. It's got a big snake in the sea on the front. Let's just have a little look inside. We've got a manual, we've got a disc, and we've got some foam. We've got some foam backing. I'm not going to sniff it. I'm resisting. Let's check out Intact for the Commodore Amiga. Oh, okay. Yeah, nice graphics. Yeah, it's fun. What about this music? I'm just going to shut up a minute. Listen to this. I think it is a candidate for the most inappropriate music for a shoot 'em up. What do you what do you think? What is it, like 12-bar boogie? It's not really. I don't know. Yeah, possibly that's the reason the game didn't do well. It's not exactly Xenon 2's Mega Blast, is it? But to be fair, at least there are sound effects and music at the same time. That's what we like. Commodore 64. Now this is an unusual game. This is by Interceptor. You'll know Interceptor from their massive hits like Empire of Khan or Cuddly Cubert, wasn't it? Or what else have we got? Defender. Scrimble. They did do a lot of copycat things like that. Tales of the Arabian Nights is actually my favourite game on the Interceptor label. Let's have a look. This is an unusual one. This is called Wild Ride. Have you seen that before? It's quite an early one. It's not in a clam. There's a lot of clam cases for Interceptor. Let's check out Wild Ride for the Commodore 64. This is quite unlike any game I've played before. We are trying to protect a roller coaster from a mad bomber. Here's a bomb. Yes, now the little radar at the bottom looks like it should be out of Defender. It really has no relevance to the game. At the very bottom you can see that is the bomber wandering around, but the bombs, they're not necessarily where he is. So you run around collecting cups of coffee and balloons until, oh! One of the bombs hits the ride and you lose a life. It's a strange one. It really is strange. It's like they forgot to program the radar properly. Now, regular viewers may remember I have a friend who worked at RARE. He doesn't work there anymore. He worked in the audio department. And he created a lot of amazing soundtracks. He worked on the GoldenEye soundtrack. He worked on Perfect Dark. He worked on Diddy Kong. He worked on Banjo. So he sold me some more stuff. But this time it is music related. Some soundtracks. Now, this is Killer Instinct, the soundtrack. Not the Killer Cut CD that came free with the SNES game. I know what you're thinking. This is Gold Cuts, the soundtrack to. It's official. Promo only, I believe. But yes, it's got the Nintendo logo. Killer Cuts. A very unusual soundtrack CD. You don't see this. I mean, Japan gets hundreds and hundreds of soundtrack CDs. Every single game that comes out, you get the full soundtrack, variations of it, orchestral versions. But over here, we do not get many. And I don't believe this was actually given the proper release. Moving on, that's not the only one. He also sent me this. It's got a bit of German on the front. This is a Diddy Kong Racing N64 Classic soundtrack. Hohe Schneller Welter. I don't know. Lots of words in German, but it is official. There's the RARE logo. Very rare. Look at the beautiful disc. What a colourful disc. I think in the West we haven't got obsessed with collecting soundtracks yet. But it's bound to come, isn't it? We're obsessed by everything else gaming related. One more, and this is even rarer. Donkey Kong 64, the official soundtrack. Not Japanese. This is a Western one. There you go. Very simple. Yeah, but never properly released. You could not buy this in the shops. Strange little CD there. Got a lovely little Nintendo 64 logo. Focus at the bottom. Just really interesting, ridiculously valuable official soundtrack CDs direct from RARE. Now that's exciting, isn't it?
What's on the table?
Hang on, it's giving me an Oric. It's Oric Computing. I do love the Oric. Strange, such a strange, quirky little machine. And we've talked about it a lot quite recently. But this is Oric Computing, the complete Oric user magazine, November, don't know what year, I'm guessing 83. It's issue 1. And I thought, well, any excuse to get another magazine on the show, because you guys like it when I talk about magazines. So why not? I'll just keep talking about magazines. Here we go. Look at that. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's a beautiful cover. Look at that big monster. It's got a bit of the Ollie phrase about that, isn't it? Let's have a look. Now we've got some weird adverts. What's this game? Hell's Temple. I've never seen it. See, straight away we find weird stuff. Hell's Temple. I wonder if I can find that game. Well, not only did I find it, but I kind of like it. We are in a hand-drawn maze and things come out of nowhere. Check this. Can you see the centipede? We struck the centipede. The strange thing about this game is that you can't see anything that's there. There is nothing. The treasure was an illusion. Nothing else. No, there's a trap door. We've fallen down the trap door. It's really strange. Things happen to you. You fell down at 110, is that inches, pit? You took 29 damage. At the bottom there's some spikes. You took 47 damage. What a nightmare. Okay, next location. The issue is you have to use one of your spells to actually see what is in the room, and you have a very limited number of spells. See, I've hit a monster. I didn't know the monster was there. There is no graphic representation of any monsters or baddies. The stats don't update very quickly either. Danger, you are weak. Danger, you are near to death. Why? Why? Oh, because there's a Glabrezu demon we can't see. But it fights on. The Hell Thing attacks. I guess this is the Hell Thing of the title. It has spilt your blood. It is an invisible worthy opponent. It has bested you. I still enjoyed it. The magazine's got things like program listings. Type in the program at your leisure and then realise you've done it wrong and you just throw your computer out the window. That does happen. Choosing a home micro, I think there's going to be a bit of bias towards Oric, isn't there? It's going to be a bit of a bias. The right choice for real computing. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that is awkward, isn't it? That's 2 disk drives leaning up against your Oric. And the Oric's quite a compact machine, so they're quite small drives, really, aren't they? I don't know if that's in scale. Doesn't look right. Micro disc. So they're 3-inch floppy drives for the Oric. I've never seen them. Direct from Tansoft, big leaders in the world of Oric. How many times can I say Oric? Oric console. And I don't think that looks right, is it? I mean. You've got space for the TV, the cassette player, and a pad. Because that's what I want to do when I sit down at the computer. I want to have my computer there, and I want to have my pen and my pad there. That is weird, isn't it? I mean, that's a big lump of plastic, and they're pretending it's special. An ideal home for your microcomputer. $29.99 to stick your computer and your pad on a bit of plastic. More listings. It's a very listing heavy magazine. Almost at the end. Any other weird adverts? On the back page, an IJK, SSS IJK. 2 names, that company, SSS and IJK. Is that Software Super Savers? I think it is. And there's any games I haven't seen there? I think I've seen them all before. I always laughed about this one. Candy Floss Hangman. Just 2 words that don't go together, aren't they? Let's give Candy Floss a go. Wow, that is what Blackpool Tower looks like on the Oric. This is my favourite kind of game. It's a management strategy game, like Lemonade Stand, but Candy Floss instead. How many Candy Floss will you make? Let's make 15. We've got £2 in assets. How many advertising signs? 6. How much do you wish to charge? £2. Would you like to change anything? No. Now what? Day 15 Candy Floss sold good. 2p per Candy Floss. That's what 40 years does to you. I assumed it was pounds. Candy Floss Hangman. Anyway, a nice bit of Oric history for you Oric fans.
We're all bored, mate. Get on with it.
Now here's a rare one, and it's just because I love the box so much. It is Road Blasters, one of my all-time favourite coin-op games. Road Blasters, the Atari classic, but for the Atari ST. So it comes in this big wide box. Let me show you. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? I think it's just that the extra depth of the image. It just looks beautiful. What a thing. What a thing. It didn't sell in very big numbers. It's very hard to find this for the Atari ST. Upside down. There's the back of the box. I don't think there's a poster. I don't think there is. No, it's just a manual and the disc. But like you, I'm curious what Road Blasters, the classic Atari coin-op, is like on the Atari ST compared to the coin-op. Why don't we see? Why don't we compare the two? And why don't we throw in another format? Let's throw in the Spectrum version too, because I like to do comparisons, and we haven't done one for ages. So Road Blasters versus Road Blasters versus Road Blasters. Let's go. Oh, I love that sound. It's like the beginning of Top Gun, isn't it? If you are unfamiliar with this coin-op, then you have been missing out. It is a road shooter. We are shooting cars, catching extra weapons from the sky, collect the green blobs for fuel. Yes, brilliant. Oh, and it is really, really hard. Did I tell you that? We lost the special weapon straight away. It is so fast. It's hard to control. It's unpredictable. The corners around the place. It's really hard to shoot the rival cars. It's all about the fuel. If you see the main tank when you go over the zebra crossing, you get extra fuel. You've got to try and make it to the end, so you don't have lives. The more you die, the more fuel you lose by having to restart. And I think that's what makes this game so addictive. It's just so tough. I've always loved hard games. See, I just crashed again. Beautiful explosion. Memorise that. Let's compare that explosion. We're coming up to the end of the level, and I love this bit. The music keys in. The fuel's almost run out, and then you've got this theme, a bit of speech.
Have special weapons to increase performance.
Okay, so here is the game in question, the Atari ST version. And you can see it is similar. It's similar. It's definitely slower. The graphics aren't quite as well defined. But there's no doubting this is Road Blasters. The explosion is still pretty decent. Let's get this to the end of the level. Yeah, no music. No music. Does feel a bit strange not having the music at the end stage. So here we go. Well, you know what format this is. It is ZX Spectrum. Yeah. Okay. The Spectrum wasn't really designed to reproduce arcade coin-op thrills. But, you know, it's not terrible, is it? It's not. It's slow. It's lumpy. The steering seems a bit odd. The background graphics at the top of the screen seem to move faster than anything else. But it's still tough. It's still got that challenge. Oh, and I did the spin. Brilliant. So, for comparison, I thought we'd also include the Commodore 64 version. And you can see what's missing here, can't you? No engine sound. And the whole game just feels different, doesn't it? Without that droning engine noise, which probably you didn't enjoy. But, yeah, without it, it feels like we're just driving along in outer space. Not much drama when you get to the end gate. But there is a bit of 64 tunage. Now, before we move on, I thought I would show this. This is my favourite home version of Road Blasters. It's epic, it's fast, it's playable. Can you guess what format it's for? You're right, the Atari Lynx Handheld Heaven.
Here it comes, it's number one.
Now, this was a game I have never ever seen before. It's for the Super Nintendo, American only. The Tick. The Tick. A game called The Tick. Wow. And now you might know The Tick from the Amazon Prime TV show starring my good friend Peter Serafinowicz, who I absolutely adore. Well, The Tick is obviously a bigger deal in the US than it ever was here, because until that show came out I'd never heard of The Tick. But, well, he's a big blue crime-fighting superhero. This one is in lovely condition. It's in the plastic bag. We like the plastic bag. A little bit creased on the top of the manual, but you can see it has barely been looked at. And it's got the other inserts as well. You know, the epilepsy warning. We've always got to be warned about this stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing what the heck this game is like. Let's check out The Tick for the SNES. Here we go then, The Tick. Have you ever thought about playing Final Fight on top of a bus? Yeah, now this is cool, isn't it? This is cool. This is better than you thought it would be. Great animation. We're picking people up. We're flinging them about. Yeah, I mean, the bus driver doesn't care. Can you imagine the noise for those poor passengers on the bus? Now, between those fighting stages, there are platform stages like this. Oof. Who's throwing the spear? I mean, how high are they? There is fighting in hospitals. There is fighting at the carnival. But probably my best bit is this, jumping between boats in the marina. It's an unusual test of jumping skill. They throw things at you like umbrellas and beach balls. Oh, yeah, and you've just got to jump until you get to the end. It's simple, but jumping is fun. Oh wait, that's my jet ski, get off it. Not far now. One more, yes! Result. Yes, yes, we have come, I'm sorry to say, we have come to the end of another show. Ooh, boo! I know, they go so quick, don't they, like our lives. Like, this show flicks by like, you know, a vital part of your life. It's over, it's in the bin. Nobody's ever going to watch this show again. It's done, it's finished. I've had enough of this one. Let's do it all again next week, shall we? Until then, happy retrogaming, retrogamers! Whoa!
Retrogames says thank you for watching. Retrogames says thank you for watching.
Why not check out last week's show when we covered the Famicom 3D system along with these amazing retro games?